like, pure Liz fashion.
What? Yeah. She's like, yeah, we're gonna go camping. I'm like, fuck it, let's go. Like, let's do it, you know. But on the way down, we picked up what's a big brewery out there?
Stone,
No.
Green Flash,
Ballast Point.
Ballast Point.
Ballast Point. Yeah.
Ballast Point had a habanero sculpin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They were famous for that.
Man,
that
$1
did well.
billion.
God.
You know what just happened, right? You might, they just got Constellation bought them for $1 billion. They just got sold for, we're guessing, a lot less.
Oh yeah.
So they
Good for Ballast Point.
They got paid.
Good for Ballast Point.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Hey, sell at the top. You know what I mean?
American Dream.
Sell at the top. That's right.
See you in Hawaii.
Buy the dip, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
They sold at the top. Somebody bought the dip.
Fucking idiots.
They were Constellation was the hodl.
Yeah. But
That ends our Market Watch segment.
yeah. But I remember that was a great beer. But I will tell you, the warmer that the beer got, because we were like in fucking underneath the Mexican sun, you know, like past Tijuana, you know, in south Baja Peninsula,
And you're drinking an IPA.
and we're drinking IPA, and it's like
With
90 degrees
habanero in it.
outside.
Oh my God, man.
Poor planning.
Just sweating.
It's hot, dude.
Just sweating.
Somebody standing next to the blowtorch, just fucking lighting trees on fire.
we had tequila because we were
Pants were a bad choice.
we had fucking tequila. We had tequila, and I had that beer. You
Well, you
know,
were in Mexico. I hope you had tequila.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, like, but that was it, though. And, like, the ice melted, and now I'm just, like, standing in the fucking water, you know, fucking, you know, and drinking these hot-ass beers, you know, chasing it with tequila, you know.
Everything's so backwards right now.
Was that one of those "How did I get here" moments?
No, it was, no, true shit. It was, so the rest of the day was fine, you know. Obviously, there was only so many beers that I could like drink before they got like fucking earth temperature, you know.
Yeah.
And
Or sun temperature.
yeah, dude. And so then we finished up, and like when you go and camp at like K58, it's like this beautiful cliff that you camp off of, you know, the fucking cliffside, and it's like crashing rocks, and it's like a little cove that's like down there too, which is super fucking awesome.
Sounds perfect.
It's
like
super.
Sounds like a
Sounds
National
hideous.
Geographic cover.
Super, no, I'm telling you, it's super nice. Like waking up in the morning was like fucking the sun's rising behind you, so like the fucking ocean's lit, the fucking the tent's like facing out towards the water. If you ever are in Tijuana, keep driving south. Do not stop there and go straight to fucking K58 Rosarita. There's a spot there. It's a little camping spot. It's like a big surf spot that they have down there.
Oh, cool.
But they had a restaurant there, and it was called Bar.
Not the bar.
No,
just
bar. It was just a big white building that was
We ran
called
out
Bar.
of ideas, guys.
Bar Tijuana.
They needed nothing else. But we get down
Two
there, man.
R's.
And you know, we go inside, and of course it's like Mexico, so there's no fucking AC, you know.
No, yeah.
And it was
A couple of fans run by.
yeah, it was super
They're
authentic.
making a questionable noise like they're
Right.
breaking.
Someone in the back.
It's a pulley system, guys.
But we're sitting there, and we're like talking with some of the people that are at the bar.
so perfect.
And they're like, oh, what have you guys been doing all day? We're like, oh, we've been out there like on the water, you know, drinking tequila, you know, fucking having a good time. They're like, wait, you were out there? We're like, yeah. What? Yeah. Why? Why? And they're like,
Why are you questioning this?
they're like, dude, there's like a big school of fucking hammerhead sharks that have been out there for the past couple of days. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, you couldn't see them from the cliff. And I was like,
looking down.
Oh yeah, that,
I'm like,
that cold water. Those are the big sharks.
and I was like, what? So then,
shit, yeah.
So then,
Right.
so for a couple hundred, like, probably meters, right? The water was about 5 to 6 feet for fucking like a couple hundred meters. And they're like, yeah, they'll come like right up on fucking shore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
they
like-
need like 2 feet of water or something like
Right.
that. Yeah, they hunt in that.
and yeah. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Where's my dog?
So I'm like, oh, fuck,
Buddy.
Anybody seen Buddy?
God damn, the dog always gets into shit. But I'm like, no, we didn't know anything about that. And they're like, well, and I'm like, well, too late now. You know, we fucking made it out of there alive, so that's fucking fun. Next day, I fucking
Cheers to that.
yeah,
Cheers
cheers
to
to that.
that.
So we're hanging out. drinking. It turns into this fucking party thing. So people that are like traveling and you know the transient guests, they like stop at this camp spot. So like later at night, it actually turns into like a really cool time with just like a bunch of just you know like 50 or so like random people, like little camps, just partying. And I was like, this is fucking sick. Go to I think I went to go dry my I dried my swim shorts on a rock, right? So when I got back that night, I was like, all right, cool, let me like, you know, take these and like fold them up. So like take them, it's dark as fuck, right? There's only like, it's like a little well lit behind us, like at the main camp area. And I'm like, what the fuck is that like feeling, you know? Like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? It was just like, I'm crawling all over me. Take my flashlight, fucking red ants.
Oh God! From the rock.
Yeah. So I'm like snapping my fucking. It turned into this thing. I'm like now I feel like I'm like got fucking ants everywhere. I'm like fucking I look like the dude from fucking Friday, Smokey from Friday. You know what I mean? Where he's like on PCP. Like Smokey, you good? He's like fuck, I don't know. Go to sleep, wake up the next morning, go to shower, and the showers are like these overhead showers that they had taken like a big water tanker. They like attach a rope to like this like fucking spigot, up top, and you kind of like shower in public. It's fine, everybody's just like in bathing suits. But as I'm there, I'm like washing my hair. I wash the fucking I wash the soap out of my eyes, and I look up to the fucking highway, and I see a caravan of like 3 or 4 like pickups or SUVs with dudes, no shit, standing in the back with machine guns, rolling down the highway. This is actually happening. And I look up and I was like,
Happy Wednesday.
You thought the fire ants were bad.
Right.
I go back to the group and I go, hey guys, I think it's time for us to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Right.
And they're like, what's going on? And I tell them what happened. They're like,
I don't know, cartels or something.
I don't know, government. I don't know. It's, I've never seen it in America.
Worth it is what it is.
Right. That's some wartime shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You've had fun time to go.
yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna get stuck in traffic.
We dodged the sharks.
Right.
We didn't get dysentery at the
Right.
bar.
And we're not about to get fucking
Little ant action,
right.
hot pants.
And we're not getting caught in between some fucking cartel war. So
that's the last
let's
thing.
get the fuck out of here. But that's my story about fucking habanero beers. And if you guys happen to come out with another one, let me know.
They speak of this one back before my time a little bit. There was Carolina Reaper and Peach that I want to find out we do again. That would be awesome.
You guys did that?
Flying Dog did it, but it was a little before my time. But everybody says that was the best habanero we've ever done. So
I
I'm
like the
intrigued.
peach idea.
It's all about balance.
I gotta tell you, man, hats off to your artist. Like, I love
World
your
famous
branding.
Ralph Steadman,
Dude, it's impressive.
This
It
is
reminds
one-
me a lot of Roald Dahl. Like, I love how young, how fun, how hip it is. Like, that's pretty awesome.
So-
and your play on words with all the names are great.
Yeah.
A bit of the story we didn't get on earlier was kind of have you ever heard of Hunter S. Thompson, the famous
yeah.
writer?
Yeah,
he
a lot of
lived
this-
he lived on the compound of Woody Creek at the
Okay.
time and became really good friends with our founder, and in turn brought Ralph Steadman into the family kind of to do some labels with Road Dog and Doggy Style. Doggy Style is actually where the wings came from, and then he's been with us ever since. He's just one of the last abstract artists left in the world, and he just kills it. It's funny to hear the bosses talk about it. They'll send him an idea, and if they give him too much info, he's just like, y'all kind of know where you want to go with that. I'll pass.
Right.
Otherwise, he comes out with just craziness. And
So with him, he does all the artwork for every single.
pretty much. Like, the first label, actually, that he did not design for beer was Me Amo.
Okay.
And we have...
This is new.
Yeah, our graphics team has a... shout out to our graphics team, by the way, James and everybody. They have access to like over 4,000 files that they can just scroll through, and kind of found that design in one of those pieces, and it obviously fit the Me Amo beer, and that was the first time we didn't have the beer from him. We just used a piece like that without it being designed for a beer.
Oh, right on. No, I absolutely love it. Like, oh my God, your names. Me Amo Mole for the Mole Stout. The Truth. Shotgun Bang.
The Truth is a politician.
Mint
How
condition.
ironic, right?
Like, dude, it's great.
Yeah, it's
like
perfect.
hats off to your artist, your design team like that. Oh, they're killing it.
It causes some tough combos sometimes because some people, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just beer. It's supposed to be fun. It's beer. We've caught a lot of heat over the years with Raging Bitch, and then we just turned around and did Salty Bitch,
Bitch.
a collab with Chesney.
Yeah, you got Tropical Bitch
like,
coming
I'm
out.
trying-
Tropical
looking
Bitch
at-
is a seasonal. Yeah, it's
So
like,
you're incredible. You brought us a bunch of swag, and I'm definitely putting this sticker directly on my car, and I absolutely
My
love
man.
it. It just says, good beer, no shit.
simple enough.
It's like, I
right?
love it. It's simple. It's to the point. You're
Yeah,
like, anyone can get on board with that. Absolutely.
and it's different and edgy.
That's what I'm
kinda
saying.
fun.
Well, yeah, it's fun. It's
Disobedient
edgy.
beer. I fucking love that. Like
What's funny that Raging Bitch is such a. You can't say that. You know what I mean? I think that.
Oh, go with it. So
And that was named by the women of Flying Dog. So
Perfect.
that's great.
There's a whole nother story to that, but it's just funny. That beer, we ended up suing the state of Michigan over that beer in like 2009, I think it was. And all the money won. We founded the First Amendment Society that battles anything that's kind of an infringement on freedom of expression, freedom of speech. You can always go to that website for that and check that out and just see some of the things they've supported with that foundation. That's total separate entity from Flying Dog, but was founded over beer.
that's dope.
The cool thing about the breweries that I keep hearing, it seems like it'd be a common theme, is the involvement in legislation and the involvement in like activism and charities, which is pretty amazing. Like you said, you do the pearl necklace with the Oyster Replenish program, which you just talked about right now with the First Amendment, and then we talk about like with O'Connor, all the things that they do. It's pretty dope, man.
It's some friends of mine used to do y'all remember that whole chive, all that, and they always said, we're a charity with a drinking problem, and it always resonated to like being in the beer business or being on y'all's side too, because at the end of the day, we're just having fun, and why can't you have fun and do something good with it, or just enjoy it.
I think the idea, like even going back to like me talking about when I used to open a brewery, it was like that core idea of the American dream, and then being part of something like that, that close to it, like that close to the pulse of like all those things, activism, legislation, community work, and then building something from the ground up, and then actually working out.
And I'm
really neat.
It's funny because even though obviously Flying Dog has a place in my heart now, and it's Maryland. I'm born and raised in Norfolk, so anything, the other breweries do stuff here, and it's nothing wrong with supporting it. It's bigger than beer,
right?
And at the end of the day, it's competition. Yeah, we're gonna have fun and mess with each other and compete for space, compete for sales, but
it's part of the process.
It is. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no reason why it can't be fun and respectful. Just like
Right.
if y'all are working at bars next to each other, y'all can have fun, talk
Right.
some smack, make some money, enjoy yourselves, and
Well, we even talked about this in the past too, where it's like a rising tide can raise all ships. You know what I mean? So you look at like O'Connor Brewery, that was that tide that came here in the Hampton Roads area, where it was like, okay, they can do it, then all these other people are going to start doing it as well.
Yeah.
And then you look at the Veer Awards that we were at just recently. They dropped down to 4 taps where they normally would have like 26, and then all the other taps were who? All different breweries.
Right.
As far as like the competition goes, like yeah, they've done well for themselves, and they go, okay, let's help these other guys out. Let's lend a hand, or be part of this community, which is again pretty amazing. I feel like the beer industry is something incredibly special.
And that's I've never understood why people get mad that another brewery is successful. Okay, you did something great. I want to do better. Like a brewery bringing out good beers challenges you to be better.
Right.
And that's why.
It's that invisible hand right there.
Right. And yes, I drink the Kool-Aid. I drink the beer, and I love it. I love my beers. Then 2020, we're finally getting to let the dogs out. No pun intended. But this disobedient beer, man, our brewers are getting ready to shine, and they're getting, and to be able to be in this market and be able to get my hands on all that we've never really gotten to see like that down here is just, I'm ready to show the area, and it's exciting. It's fun.
I'll say this, since we've been sitting here this whole time, and it's been great. I love it. But I've had the opportunity to have 3 different stouts from you guys, and they are very much all have their own personalities, which is amazing. Like this mole is very, I don't even know how to explain it, man.
Hear that, Emily?
But there are all those spices are in there in this like crazy way where it's very distinct. Like I've never tasted anything like
Pretty
this
balanced,
before.
right?
Yeah, but I've never tasted anything like this before, and it's good. It's like it's different.
And that somebody, like, I was doing an event with it, and one of the customers was like, he went out. Oh, I think he went out to smoke a cigarette or something. He comes back in and he tried. He's like, man, this is getting better. So essentially, he brought up the idea, like, the warmer it got, the better that beer got.
Right.
And that doesn't go. We know that doesn't go well with everything, but with that beer, the warmer it got,
the more the flavors start to pop.
don't take it to Tijuana, but
Yeah.
it might be. You know,
No, it's happening. I'm really, as I keep drinking this thing, it's got a lot of, I don't know, personality. Man.
So going with that idea, that was the first time. So when I was in Colorado, speaking of Colorado, that was the first time I ever had Yeti, the beer. And I remember when I ordered it, the guy was like, okay, so I'm going to pour half of it into this glass. It's